is, let me make sure I say the right day. I'm losing track right now. Today is day 60. Is it day 65? Oh my goodness, I'm not sure. Hold on. Let me make sure. Yes. Okay. So today is day 65 of 366 days of Hula Hoop in at least 16 minutes. It's your girl, Natasha M. Dapperell, aka Tashii Moto. Hi, if you're live. See you later. If you're going to watch the replay, it's Sunday, and every Sunday that I can, I like to read the Bible. We'll be reading New King James Version, Genesis chapter 20, verse 1 is where we'll be starting. But first, we need to get into our 2 minutes of breathing instruction. Let me make sure the volume is all the way up. Okay, so today is day 65. Welcome. It is pouring rain. Let's get the clock going. 2 minutes, 16 seconds on the timer. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hey! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, my kids are with my sister-in-law, so now is the perfect time to do it. And we read the Bible on Sunday, so earlier than later. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I just spilled my daughter's snack on my shirt, but I said, this is what I'm wearing. It's my happy place. It's my wear today. Okay. 10. Oh, that's great. I hope you said a little prayer for me because we all need it. 4, 5. You brought the baby. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. 7, 8, 9, 10. 5. That's wonderful. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. It is pouring. 4, 3, 2, 1. It was literally thunder a couple of minutes ago. No, thank you. People be saying the darndest things. So that was our 2 minutes. Let me get the timer going. Stop that. Oh, this is my new screensaver. This is me and my kids. Let me get the 16 minutes going. King James Version. Yes, King James Version. Genesis chapter 20, verse 1. I be having a hard time with these names, but we're going to work it out anyway. Okay? Let's get the hoop. Let's start the timer. Get the hoop going. 1, 2, 3, hoop. All right, again, King James Version, Genesis chapter 20, verse 1, Abraham and Abimelech, I guess. I don't know. And Abraham journeyed from there to the south, and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar. Now Abraham said of Sarah his wife, she is my sister. What? And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah. But God came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, indeed, you are a dead man because of the woman whom you have taken, for she is a man's wife. But Abimelech had not come near her, and he said, Lord, will you slay a righteous nation also? 5. Did he not say to me, she is my sister? And she, even she herself said, he is my brother. In the integrity of my heart and innocence of my hands, I have done this. And God said to him in a dream, yes, I know that you did this in the integrity of your heart, for I also withheld you from sinning against me. Therefore, I did not let you touch her. Now, therefore, restore the man's wife, for he is a prophet, and he will pray for you, and you shall live. But if you do not restore her, know that you shall surely die, you and all who are yours. 8. So Abimelech rose early in the morning, called all his servants, and told all these things in their hearing. And the men were very afraid. And Abimelech called Abraham and said to him, what have you done to us? How have I offended you, that you have brought on me and on my kingdom a great sin? You have done deeds to me that ought not to be done. Then Abimelech said to Abraham, what did you have in view that you have done this thing? 11. And Abraham said, because I thought surely the fear of God is not in this place, and they will kill me on account of my wife. But indeed, she is truly my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother. And she became my wife. And it came to pass, when God caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said to her, this is your kindness that you should do for me in every place. Wherever we go, say of me, he is my brother. Then Abimelech took sheep, oxen, and male and female servants, and gave them to Abraham, and he restored Sarah his wife to him. 15. And Abimelech said, see, my land is before you. Dwell where it pleases you. Then to Sarah he said, behold, I have given your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Indeed, this vindicates you before all who are with you and before all others. Thus she was reproved. 17. So Abraham prayed to God, and God healed Abimelech, his wife, and his maidservants. Then they bore children. For the Lord had closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife. Isaac is born. Genesis 21, verse 1. And the Lord visited Sarah, and he has said, and the Lord did for Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived and bore Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which God has spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son, who was born to him, whom Sarah bore to him, Isaac. 4. Then Abraham circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God had commanded him. Now Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. And Sarah said, God has made me laugh, so that all who hear will laugh with me. She also said, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? For I have borne him a son in his old age. Chapter 21, verse 8, Hagar and Ishmael depart. So the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast on the same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar, the Egyptian, whom she had borne to Abraham, scoffing. Therefore she said to Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, namely with Isaac. And the matter was very displeasing in Abraham's sight because of his son. 12. But God said to Abraham, do not let it be displeasing in your sight because of the lad or because of your bondwoman. Whatever Sarah has said to you, listen to her voice, for in Isaac your seed shall be called. 13. Yet I will also make a nation of the son of the bondwoman, because he is your seed. 14. So Abraham rose early in the morning and took bread and a skin of water, and putting it on her shoulder, he gave it and the boy to Hagar and sent her away. Then she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. 15. And the water in the skin was used up, and she placed the boy under one of the shrubs. Then she went and sat down across from him at a distance of about a bow shot. For she said to herself, let me not see the death of the boy. So she sat opposite him and lifted her voice and wept. Verse 17. And God heard the voice of the lad. Then the angel of God called to Hagar out of heaven and said to her, what ails you, Hagar? Fear not, for God has heard the voice of the lad where he is. Thank you. 18. Arise, lift up the lad and hold him with your hand, for I will make him a great nation. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. Then she went and filled the skin with water and gave the lad a drink. So God was with the lad, and he grew and dwelt in the wilderness and became an archer. He dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, or Paran, I don't know. I say Paran. And his mother took a wife for him from the land of Egypt, a covenant with Abimelech. Genesis chapter 21, verse 22. And it came to pass at the time that Abimelech and Phicol, the commander of his army, spoke to Abraham, saying, God is with you in all that you do. Now, therefore, swear to me by God that you will not deal falsely with me, with my offspring, or with my posterity, but that according to the kindness that I have done to you, you will do to me and to the land in which you have sojourned. 24. And Abraham said, I will swear. Then Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water which Abimelech's servants had seized. And Abimelech said, I do not know who has done this thing. You did not tell me, nor had I heard of it until today. So Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them to Abimelech, and the two of them made a covenant. And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. Then Abimelech asked Abraham, what is the meaning of these 7 ewe lambs which you have set by themselves? Verse 30. And he said, you will take these 7 ewe lambs from my hand, that they may be my witness that I have dug this well. Therefore he called the place Beersheba, because the two of them swore an oath there. Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba. So Abimelech rose with Phicol, the commander of his army, and they returned to the land of the Philistines. Then Abraham planted a tamarisk tree in Beersheba, and there called on the name of the Lord, the everlasting God. And Abraham sojourned in the land of the Philistines many days. Abraham's faith confirmed. Genesis chapter 22, verse 1. Now it came to pass after these that God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. And he said, Take now your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you love, and go to the land of Moriah, and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I shall tell you. Verse 3. So Abraham rose early in the morning and saddled his donkey and took two of his young men with him, and Isaac his son, and he split the wood for the burnt offering, and arose and went to the place of which God had told him. Then on the third day Abraham lifted his eyes and saw the place afar off. Verse 5. And Abraham said to his young men, Stay here with the donkey. The lad and I will go yonder and worship, and we will come back to you. So Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and laid it on Isaac his son. And he took the fire in his hand and a knife, and the two of them went together. But Isaac spoke to Abraham his father and said, My father. And he said, Here I am, my son. And he said, Look, the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb for a burnt offering? And Abraham said, My son, God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering. And the two of them went together. Verse 9. Then they came to the place of which God had told him, and Abraham built an altar there and placed the wood in order, and he bound Isaac his son and laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abraham stretched out his hand and took the knife to slay his son. Verse 11. But the angel of the Lord called to him from heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. And he said, Do not lay your hand on the lad or do anything to him, for now I know that you fear God, since you have not withheld your son, your only son, from me. 13. Then Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, there behind him was a ram caught in a thicket by its horns. So Abraham went and took the ram and offered it up for a burnt offering instead of his son. 14. Then Abraham called the name of the place, The Lord Will Provide, as it is said to this day, In the mount of the Lord it shall be provided. Then the angel of the Lord called to Abraham a second time out of heaven and said, By myself I have sworn, says the Lord, because you have done this thing and have not withheld your son, your only son, in blessing. I will bless you, and in multiplying, I will multiply your descendants as the stars of the heaven and as the sand which is on the seashore. And your descendants shall possess the gates of their enemies. In your seed, all the nations of the earth shall be blessed, because you have obeyed my voice. So Abraham returned to his young men, and they rose and went together to Beersheba, and Abraham dwelt in Beersheba. The family of Nahor. Chapter 22, verse 20. Now it came to pass after these things that it was told Abraham, saying, Indeed, Milcah also has borne children to your brother Nahor, Huz his firstborn, Buz his brother, Kemuel the father of Aram, Ches Hazo Pildash, Jidlaph, and Bethuel. And Bethuel begot Rebekah. These 8 Milcah bore to Nahor, Abraham's brother. His concubine, whose name was Reumah, also bore Tabah, Gaham, Tahash, and Makkah. Sarah's death and burial. Genesis chapter 23, verse 1. Sarah lived 127 years. Wow. So, Sarah died in Kirjath Arba, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham came to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. Then Abraham stood up from before his dead and spoke to the sons of Heth, saying, I am a foreigner and a sojourner among you. Give me property for a burial place among you, that I may bury my dead out of my sight. And the sons of Heth answered Abraham, saying to him, Hear us, my lord, you are a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our burial places. None of us will withhold from you his burial place, that you may bury your dead. Then Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, the sons of Heth. And he spoke with them, saying, If it is your wish that I bury my dead out of my sight, hear me, and meet with Ephron, the son of Zohar, for me. Verse 9. That he may give me the cave of Machpelah, which he has, which is at the end of his field. Let him give it to me at the full price as property for a burial place among you. Now Ephron dwelt among the sons of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the presence of the sons of Heth, all who entered at the gate of the city, saying, No, my lord, hear me. I give you the field and the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the presence of the sons of my people. I give it to you. Bury your dead. 12. Then Abraham bowed himself down before the people of the land, and he spoke to Ephron in the hearing of the people of the land, saying, If you will give it, please hear me. I will give you money for the field. Take it from me, and I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying to him, My lord, listen to me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between you and me? So bury your dead. And Abraham listened to Ephron, and Abraham weighed out the silver for Ephron, which he had named in the hearing of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, currency of the merchants. Verse 17. So the field of Ephron, which was in Machpelah, which was before Mamre, the field in the cave which was in it, and all the trees that were in the field, which were within all the surrounding borders, were deeded to Abraham as a possession in the presence of the sons of Heth, before all who went at the gate of his city. And after this, Abraham buried Sarah, his wife, in the cave of the field of Machpelah before Mamre, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. So the field and the cave that is in it were deeded to Abraham by the sons of Heth as property for a burial place. Hey, thank you. Let's see. Genesis chapter 24, verse 1. And we're going to read, I think the alarm may have went off. I don't know. We're up to 24. So we'll stop there. So next Sunday we will begin A Bride for Isaac, Genesis chapter 24, verse 1. The most important thing about what we read today, and the preacher pointed it out, is that when Abraham was about to go up to sacrifice Isaac, he mentioned the fact to his servants that we will be back. meaning him and his son was coming back, even though he was told to sacrifice his son. And when his son asked, where's the sacrifice? He didn't tell him, you are the sacrifice. He said, God will provide the sacrifice. And he did, by having the ram caught up in the bushes after Abraham got to the very point that he was going to sacrifice his son. So that was very eye-opening to hear that message and those words. I'm not sure why God created humans, but according to the things that I've learned, we were created to be in his image. We were created to create. Each of us have a specific purpose on this planet. And sometimes your purpose is just to motivate somebody else into doing their purpose. But what I have learned about death is a couple of things that come with it. Death gives you the idea that life is ever fleeting and death is inevitable. Death also, especially when it's a loved one, makes you think about your death, even if it's nowhere near this time, because you don't really know anyway. But dealing with death makes you think of your actual death. And finally, death, to me, makes you decide to be or not to be, because everybody is born to die, which is, I don't really understand the whole point of that, but it's how the world, I don't know if the world's going to always evolve until everybody crack the code and everybody do what they're supposed to do, and then it's back to utopia, or if the utopia is only in heaven. I don't know that, but I do know that if someone that you love dies and you want to see them again, you need to follow their path, good or bad. So if this was the worst person in the world, but that's who you miss and who you want to be with, follow them and become the second worst person in the world. So when you die, you will see them again. And if this was the best person in the world, so humble and all those good things, and you want to see them again, then you need to follow in their footsteps so you can, in fact, see them again. Death has no age, has no real rhyme or reason. I could get shot right now through the window while I'm standing here doing this live broadcast because somebody is doing something someplace else. I could be outside and get struck by lightning, be on a plane. Like, there's so many different ways. It's 6 million ways to die, and if I could choose, I would choose to die peacefully in my sleep at the age of 120, because I want to know what is going on in the world at that point in time and who else is living, and I want to see my grandkids, my great-grands, and see if the Hula Hoop Fit 366 legacy is living. And I just want to know if the cars is flying, if we got the real Jetsons going on at that point in time. So I would love to live to be 120, especially if I can still take care of myself, or at least make enough money so that I can be in a senior facility where they take care of me. That's my goal. I would love to die in my sleep, not surrounded by loved ones. I don't want nobody having that memory of seeing me take my last breath, or being around me taking my last breath and all of that. I don't, no. But that's my goal. And since I had my first child at 37 and my second child at 40, I don't know if I ever get to meet my grandkids, because if my kids wait as long as I waited to have kids, chances are I'm not going to meet them, my grandkids, because the average life expectancy on my side of the family is 80, 84, 80, somewhere around there. So realistically, I'm already at a little bit past the half point of my life. I'm sorry, but it's true. This is, I don't know. This is me. I be cracking myself up. But if I was to tell you a joke, you would not laugh, because most of the consensus is my jokes are not funny because they need me to explain them. I feel the need to explain my jokes, but when I'm just talking and I'm not trying to be funny, especially when I'm mad, people seem to think that's really funny. And it really makes me fuming mad. Like if fire could come out of my ears and my mouth and my nose when I'm mad, it would, because I get so mad when I'm mad and somebody is laughing like, oh, that's so funny, or you look so cute, or okay. I digress. Don't be tired of being a human. What you need to do is pray that God reveals to you what is your purpose. So you could be tired of being the human that you are right now, but go fulfill your purpose. Because when you start to fulfill your purpose, you feel fulfilled and passionate. Like hula hooping is my purpose, and I had no clue. I didn't even want to take this assignment 4 years ago when it was handed to me. I told God no. I literally was like, no, I'm not teaching nobody how to hula hoop. He's like, oh, yes, you are. And it's like, no, God, I have a degree in television and radio production. I have a degree in communication. I braid hair. I make shirts. I watch kids. I do activities. I had a podcast before a podcast was a thing. And I'm like literally running down a list, giving God my resume of all of the things that I ever did. And it was like, I drink soda every day. At the time, I was still smoking every day, several times, still drinking. And it was like, don't choose me. I don't even like working out. I done had 3 or 4 gym memberships and I don't go. I waste the money. I get the cute outfits. I go for a little while. God, don't choose me. This is what I said in 2020. But the joy that it brought me to hula hoop, and in turn the joy that it brought other people to see me hula hoop and just ask me questions about hula hooping, and then my kids got interested in it, and then the other kids got interested, and then the other grown-ups wanted to know, and it just started opening up. And then God revealed to me in my dreams, this is what I want you to do, and I want you to do it for free, and I want you to do it on Sundays. It's like, God, you are doing way too much. And the way my bank account is set up, I can't afford to be doing no classes for free. For 6 hours, 1 to 6 every Sunday for quite some time in a dangerous park. But now, here we are, officially made the company April 2023, because after 3 years, it was like, all right, I get it. Hula Hoop Fit 366. This wasn't even, the name of my company, original company was Plethora Enterprises. And the company before that was Tashii Moto Productions. So, enough about me. The whole point is, Adam, is just to pray that God will reveal to you in your dreams, or you'll get signs in life of what makes you the most happy, even if there's no money involved. Because eventually money will come, but the happiness that you will express and experience from doing what you were called to do, that's going to make you want to be here. And you got plenty of time to be an angel, because you got eternity to be an angel. Okay? So, I hope that helps you. We're going to do our breathing instruction to get up out of here, because I got to go pick my kids up. I was supposed to be leaving them for 20-something minutes. Yes, good. So maybe your calling is to talk to other people who's going through the same journey. That's divorced, have grown kids, and I'm going to correct you right here. Don't say trying to rebuild your life. Put your Nikes on, Adam. Just do it. Don't try to do nothing. Just do it. Believe in yourself. Do it. Maybe you're supposed to wait, we're going to have to start the timer over. But maybe you're supposed to counsel other men who's feeling this sort of way because they divorced and their kids is growing. It's like what's next? Maybe that's it. Maybe you're supposed to talk a podcast just to release how you feeling, what led up to the divorce, post-divorce, how you co-parenting, because even if your kids is 90 years old, as long as you're alive, they still your babies, you know? So, yes, this is, you tuned in today on purpose because God wanted me to give you a message. You're going to be an angel in due time. And once you get your wings, that's eternity. You got forever in the day to be an angel. But right now, in the present, this is a gift. Today is a gift. Stay in the present. Reflect on the past. Don't worry about the future. Actually, use your past. Maybe get a pros and the cons list. Use your past to think about all of the jobs you had, all of the people you loved, and what has made you the most happy. And figure out how to incorporate that into now. And if you can't figure it out, then maybe you need to discuss and start a group, because the thing is, women wind up living longer than men is because we have support groups. We're not afraid to spill our guts to each other like, girl, he cheated on me and he did this and I still want to be with him. The guy, mum's the word, he will keep it all to himself and literally go commit suicide. And nobody even knew nothing was wrong with him because he always so happy, like Robin Williams. Happy, bubbly, make everybody happy. Nobody knew that man was suicidal. You know what I'm saying? It's because he held it in. So maybe you need to start a men's support group and ask people, are you in a space in your life where you unhappy, when you're tired of being here, you ready to get your angel wings, but you still breathing, divorced, your kids are grown, sober, celibate, doing all these things, and you feel like, what's going on? Well, join me right here, and let's talk about that. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Thank you. I love you outside in the morning. Yes, yes. I don't do too many lives in the morning because I be trying, but it never works out for me. I'm working on the schedule. So we starting our breathing instruction to lead. Hi, Princess. I'm glad you're still here. I'm glad you're still here. 10. And thank you for being my welcoming committee. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Now we're going to just do this. Down, you don't got to touch nothing. Just let your hands hang. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. 4 more. Glide down slowly. You don't want to break nothing, pop nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly glide up. 3 more. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, this is my favorite part. No, actually, I think shaking is my favorite part. Let's go. 2 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up. This last one, 10 seconds down, okay? Glide down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly back up. I'm using the hoop today to do my shaking. Yes, it's time to shake it. And thank you. If y'all can see, I wanted to be in a happy place, but I ain't feel like having no pants touching me. So my outfit don't even go together, and I don't care. It's yellow, and the hoop is pink to match the flowers. That's the best I could do today, okay? It's day 65, okay? So look, you never been here before. This is what we do at the end with the without a hoop. Without the hoop, shake it, shake it, shake it. With the hoop, shake it, shake it, shake it. 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 Thank y'all so much. Yes, thank y'all so much for being here today. Give yourself a big hug. Oh, say I love you. Cross your arms, do it again. Oh, I love you so much. You got to believe in yourself. Tell yourself I love you. Don't worry about nobody else. Adam, hope to see you again. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I hope you find what you supposed to be doing. Because them angel wings, they coming. Not yet, though. Princess, get that baby a kiss. I love you, too. I'm so glad you was here today. I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try my best to get on tomorrow like 9 or 10 a.m. Try to do the morning thing because I got so many errands to run and I'm trying to get on the schedule. But I promise, by mid-September, we're going to have 2 locked-in times. 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. Look, I ain't even care. Like I said, I spilled my daughter's snack on my shirt. I said, no, this is how I'm feeling today. Okay? Love you too. See ya later. Believe in yourself. I definitely believe in you. Peace. Yeah, don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm never going to lose my head, though, unless somebody's decapitated. Yes, I got plenty of hoops. Just go on Hula Hoop Fit 366.com. HulaHoopFit 366.com. All the hoops is there. The one I have today is 1 pound. This is a 1 pound water weighted hula hoop. Okay, my favorite is 2 pounds, but I didn't use it today because that one matches the flowers on my skirt, and I didn't think my outfit was too coordinated, so I tried to match the yellow and the pink to the pink, call myself doing something. But anyway, thank y'all for being here today. Again, believe in yourself and be you. You're the only person in this world who could do that. Okay?